how you're using your arm. This is a jam cell, is it a fruit cell? It's an understanding of your position, to understand how you're using your energy, where it's strong, where it's weak, your alignment, your structure, where it's strong.
Right.
Understand how to control, to take care of, understand and controlling somebody's elbows, understanding the alignment.
Right.
About small shifts in body positions, it often lines up. About letting people understand it and then correct it and seeing what happens.
Yeah.
When something happens, goes in, you want to using that, your strong structure. Not this type of thing, so you're not using your hand, you're coming out with this.
Right, the strong to get closer to the elbow.
So you're using your elbow position, you're using your elbow structure.
Right.
Constantly shifting and pushing into places, so you're keeping the alignment of your opponent's hands away from your gate area. So
it's easier for it. It's harder for him to get you in a position where you're weak or to his advantage. You keep the centre covered because he's got to come through the centre, hasn't he? He's opening you up through the middle, really.
Alignment of arms in, where they're strong, where they're weak, how you can bring an arm into a position, where you can make it into a weak position. So just body shift, or just controlling the elbow.
Just moving in that position.
Yeah. Feel how things start shifting around from the stand, where you're going to move into something, how you can sort of shift, and relate that to what you'd be doing in step.
Right, when you're using the step.
So when you're doing small body shifts on from that, you should be then relating it into a step.
Right, so you get more power again.
Yeah. So all you're doing is it's like a micro use. In your Tjwc, you're just using small bits, but understanding through the small parts how something would be strong.
Yeah, you relate it with your footwork.
Yeah. So you don't have to do a full step, all you have to do is just do a small shift. Then you can feel where things are strong.
Which position is strong, which position you're weak.
You still think with your hands, because your hands are going
And
across the face to it.
around.
What you want is to keep the hands more focused. Not going across my centre line. You want to be pointing in towards my centre line. So the alignment should be into my centre line, pointing into my centre line that way. What have we got when we make a contact? So we've already been through this idea. You're coming with a pack of putting energy into this arm. What can you do if somebody's got a strong arm?
Can lock your arm.
But the idea is, well, before I make contact, I try to pack the arm.
Right.
That's too strong. Make it strong. If it doesn't get through, now it laps. Because the arm's strong.
Yeah.
So I have to. Now this is made tensile. You're making it into a longer lever. There, keep it strong. Strong. Lift it. That's it. I'm strong. I can't move your arm now, right? Because it's lever is bad. there I can't. Longer lead, that's easier to move.
Right.
The reason why I don't just do a lap is because of that. One-on-one, it's a punch in the head.
Yeah.
I'm hitting you, but you're hitting me. That's what you're looking at from the guard, on guard position, on tack. Strong. Now, hit punch.
And by the time you contact it, you've got the line in.
Well, that's it, you're straightened up and you've blocked that, blocked the
You've
head out.
occupied the space kind of.
So it's very important that when you're making contact, it's a lap pack. It's not just a lap. Laps are okay. You could say do a more of a fact, which would then be covering, fact or a view, whatever.
Right.
So it'd be more covering this arm, but you'd be opening yourself up more to control. Because if you do block and you put your arm down, I'm now in a much more dangerous situation. So I could go for a, but even now I'm doing two things with the other free arm.
Yeah.
I might as well do it. Because then it doesn't make any difference. They're contacting on the outside of your arm, on the outer gate area.
Yeah.
So it allows us to pin this way. If you punch and I'm on the inner gate side, I can then control
From the inside.
from the inside. But the important thing is you get the lap, pack or gum. Probably a lap gum more than a pack. Even the first one is probably more of a gum. Again, we've been through this idea of the differences between gums and packs.
Yeah.
It's very subliminal more than anything else. So you got this idea that you're coming in hard, it's too strong. So you're using the strength in the arm to control it. So when it comes in, pack, that pack. That's it. Again. First one I can control because again I'm putting energy in. Stop the pack coming in. But I can't stop the next two.
It's going down. It's
That's it.
10 sound
You're doing
being pulled
it,
down.
that's it. You're doing it slow. So when it comes in on, what you're actually doing is, so you're taking the arm down and controlling it, keeping it there. It means you don't have to use that much energy. What you're doing is, if you think about it properly, what you're getting the arm to there.
Yeah.
Now, I can take your arm to there, but it's actually much easier to do that.
Yeah. It's more in a position to be taken down at the end rather than at the elbow.
Here, if I take your elbow there to take it down, I'm having to work against this short lever, so I have to use more energy. What I'm actually doing here is I'm using a smaller amount of energy to take the arm into the position that I want it in and just hold it there, and so it doesn't require as much energy.
So you're taking the hand at the weakest point of it.
Yeah, so I'm taking the arm down at the weakest point, just controlling it while I'm hitting you.
Right.
So that's why with the second gum or pack, you're not, it's not as like, if I wanted to go in there, so I mightn't be able to have enough energy to do that.
Yeah.
But if I come in with it
Yeah.
requires less, because all I'm doing is taking your arm down, controlling it there while I'm hitting through.
That's right. You're just making it
Making
possible
the
to
space.
get through.
Making the space. I mean, that's the whole idea of a lap anyway. The whole idea of a lap is just to make space. The idea of a lap is not as
Yeah. Just to make enough space to get through the technique.
that's it. So
Creating space.
you're just contacting them through. Contacting them through. So you're making that, you're pulling down just enough to make the contact.
Yeah.
That's what you're actually doing with the lap. There. The energy was going up. I didn't put any in, it's coming out.
Right, you come through the middle. But keep it in my normal spot.
That's it. If you're good at protecting your position, I'll take you away from it.